Hey kids, so we're coming up on my second anniversary here on YouTube. 2 years making videos and dealing with drama and basically being a whiny, sarcastic, complaining bitch, talking about trivial things. And the mindset that I have is I don't really dwell on the past too much, like I try not to. Most of the time after some big event happens, I just kind of keep going forward instead of wishing I was back in that moment. So I didn't really think about a lot of what has happened as a result of the last 2 years until recently. I was just kind of reflecting, I was relaxing, I didn't have much else to do, and I was like, God, so much has happened. So I thought I'd just kind of reflect on some of the stuff that's happened as a result of YouTube in the last 2 years. Because some of you guys are new watchers or new YouTubers in general, and you guys don't really kind of know what's happened along the path to get to this point. And actually some of you guys who've been watching since the beginning don't know some of this stuff. The main reason because I'm not too fond of bragging. I mean, I know I brag and I'm kind of like, woo, but some of the bigger things I just didn't feel like telling you guys because it's kind of like, ooh, look, Daddy, I made you a crayon drawing of a dinosaur. Put it on your fridge, put it on your fridge, put it on your fridge. I just don't like doing that. But I guess if there is a time for bragging rights and reflecting on things like that, a 2-year anniversary is a pretty good place to do it, right? I don't think I know a good way to tell these stories without just kind of going off on tangents like I normally do, so this may be a long video. The reason I started videos here on YouTube is because of Steve-O from Jackass.
Yeah, dude, bro, man, Seth, man, yeah, rah.
I checked his website one day, and it was in March of 2006, and he was talking about making a new show with the producers of The Simple Life with Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie. And they were having an open audition for people who could do, like, stupid human tricks and stuff like that to be on a show with Steve-O. So I made this video with, like, magic tricks and juggling and fire breathing, and I even included a little part where I'm like drinking Jack Daniels. I mean, how redneck is that? I'm like drinking Jack Daniels out of the bottom and being like, yeah, Steve-O, I can hang out with you. It was a pretty desperate plea to get on the show. So I sent off the DVD to LA, never heard back from them, which, I was obviously jarred to the core. That was the early popping of the Hollywood cherry for me. Just the disillusionment started to sink in. And I was like, well, fuck this, most of my family doesn't know that I do fire breathing or anything else like that, so I might as well post it up, send them some links, since now I'm over the age of 18 and they can't ground me anymore. See, because back in high school, when my dad was out of town in Cocoa, I would do fire breathing with lamp oil next to the pool, just in case my face caught on fire, I could just fall into the pool. Stupid plan, I know, but luckily nothing happened, so it's totally cool. For the kids, don't do that. It's bad, it's stupid. Listen to your parents and be nice, good, upstanding citizens. And then after that, I started doing YouTube commentaries and movie reviews and shit like that. Hey, kids. Shink. I'm tough, and I don't care. That was my last cigar. And I started to get attention. To this date, I never thought more than 50 people would ever want to hear me speak about anything, much less all you guys watching. And I've gotten press. I've gotten in newspapers. I mean, alright, to date, I've been in Newsweek, Newsday, the New York Times, USA Today. What else? Oh, I had a screen grab of, I think, Why Do You Tube? It showed up on the Showbiz Show with David Spade. I had another screenshot show up in Entertainment Weekly. I pissed off the whole continent of Australia and showed up on A Current Affair.
In a dark, pesky room somewhere in America, one bloke has taken aim at an Aussie icon.
Been on G4 TV. I mean, just crazy shit. I think I still have most of those clippings, too. They're, like, stored away in a little manila envelope somewhere in my boxes. I've also gotten to travel. Oh, God, that's been crazy. I got flown to New York. There's about to be a street fight between the Christians and the atheists, again. To interview Hilly Crystal, the owner of CBGB's, before it closed, and before he unfortunately passed away. Do you have any particular feelings one way or the other about the New York location, the one that's been here since the start, having it closed down? I mean, do you mind, or...?
Well, I mean, when a place has become your home, I think I've spent more hours here than I have in my apartment.
That's crazy. It's even crazier still that some people don't know what CBGB's is. I hope you guys know. If you're watching my videos, I really hope you do. And then just last year, I got this is kind of an odd one. Virgin America, right? They're launching in the United States and stuff, city by city. And they were doing their first flight to Las Vegas from their home hub in San Francisco, right? So I'd been talking to this guy, Charles, about maybe having some of my videos on the in-flight entertainment system, Red. I don't know, we had been talking for about a year, and he wanted to fly me out on the first flight from San Francisco to Vegas with Richard Branson. Carmen Electra was on board. They did this weird in-flight wedding to show the marriage of San Francisco and Vegas by Virgin America or something like that. And when we landed, there was like an Elvis impersonator and a bunch of showgirls and stuff like that. Just totally weird. But the big high point of this was Richard Branson was going to rappel down the Palms Hotel and Casino on like a ripcord with Penn and Teller at the bottom. Right? So I'm on my belly at the edge of this building with Richard Branson in a tuxedo holding like some free Virgin America flights in his hand, and I'm the only one who's getting a shot from the roof down. Everyone else is on the ground looking up, getting Penn and Teller and blah 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 blah. And I look down and I realize, fuck, Penn and Teller are down there. This is like, these two guys are my childhood heroes. I watched their shows all the fucking time when I was a kid, and they got me inspired to get into magic just because it was so funny and smart and well executed and gory in some parts. And I loved that. So I'm stuck here like 20, 30 stories up, maybe more, I can't remember. And all I have is this Grand Theft Auto 1 angle on Penn and Teller. I could tell it was Penn Jillette because he had the ponytail and the other guy was, you know, whiter, smaller, and balder. But that, to this day, that's the closest I have ever come to meeting Penn and Teller. And it pisses me off, man. I really wish I had said hello and, like, at least shaking hands with the guy. Just been like, hey, buddy, just fucking keep going. But I never got to show you guys that because they wanted to, the guys at Virgin America wanted to go through my footage first, like, pre-screen it, because I guess they were afraid I was going to make too many dick jokes. I sent it off, and they never got back to me, and they don't call me, and they're dating my friend now. They still have my shirts. And I also got this wicked footage of the of Richard Branson's assistant's ass. Oh my god, it's like two bunnies just playing under silk sheets. It's really quite incredible. I'm sure she may be a little bit embarrassed, but she probably isn't going to see this video anyway. And also because of YouTube, I moved out here to California, you know? And I've got opportunities and ideas now that unfortunately I can't really tell you anything about, but it's been incredible. I mean, this site has changed my life beyond the shadow of a doubt. Without you guys, I wouldn't be doing what I'm trying to do, and I wouldn't be where I'm living right now, and it's huge. Without this site, I'd still be waiting tables in Alabama, or I probably would have moved back home to Florida and been scraping out a living, and I don't know. I can't thank you guys enough. And I know it sounds really pretentious, and, you know, I just can't thank you, and you're all the best, and I have the best fans, and I love you all, and you're wonderful, and blah, blah, blah. God, thank you for loving me. But it really is true. I can't think of a good way to thank you, and, you know, I've done this video before. I tried it a few days ago, and I got all teary-eyed and shit, and I went all Barbara Walters, and it just, it would have creeped you guys out, but, God, just thank you guys for watching. Thank you for making everything incredible. But I'm curious, like, I know the reasons why I stay around YouTube. You know, you guys allow me to express myself, and you tell me whether or not I'm being a dumbass or not, and, it's exciting. I can't imagine a life without it. But why do you guys stick around? I mean, what keeps YouTube fresh for you? Why do you stick around? And I know there's a lot of content. I heard some figure like 10 hours of footage are uploaded every minute or something like that, so, you know, 10 hours of crap is still crap. But there's got to be some reason why you guys stick around, and I'm just kind of curious why that is. But anyway, I've kind of taken up all your time here, but thank you guys again for watching, and yeah. I know I didn't do a video for like 10 days or something like that, but I've been having some equipment problems that I got pretty much sorted out, so I'm going to work on another video later on tonight, but I just thought this was worth making right now, so I'm going to stop waffling. I'll see you guys later.